Malam, alai, manager, sending man Abuja, from Wala Island. Ewo Bota. I think you can say me. What do I do? Ma Kolojo, ma Atapa, maybe we should be entering the people who call them up. I tell you, you are a party. Energy, I said, you are quality for your elder. Alabi, the deputy boss now, KSC. Ubi ki adu ale se o ma no ya ko bi wa de e mu di ana ti wa ba adu aya kan ka wa ma na ni ko ka ni ya wa se mani ni na ya ki akoko se ko mo na na ko ba ta o ta ka yo mo na mo ne ma no I'm sure I'm going to get my back. Obi Obusa Kodo, Obi Shebishidu, we got like, Ikolele, I know you know that. I guess him not Ibeno, Ele, ye took a now. So I could I ship Bobby. I you look there, Galusane, a baby walking out there. Then look at the young one, Ujoke Kia. Ayina Shakim Dema. Ujeju Dema Shanani, Uku Achukangan, Eloyane and Loyan Tarot Nekidaku village. Bobu Mede, Ebon Mebon, Abanimba, Emajayo, Big Bekim, Ale Adek, talk with Bella. I met Meduja Nale, Mamon Netos, you are Rama Megonia, but of the Deku village. Ogan Lashupan, Ukwashuki, Eda Boyashupan. If I was a joke, then a better bone, I think, and I be able to be a papalam. I don't know if you number I get a program at the family. I think to look at a book, my you do any buy a book, Doma, Duma, so introduction, guests and members, and I didn't mean it. So how can I say there? Our water, when I channel for it, next day, the particular, I channel again, I leave me. Alo balene kakala please kakaya sana de so we channel me basakaro e ola le ayo de me basakaro o du mi kabula haba omi so Anyigba mi ododo omi so coordinator for the club Anyigba chapter you de me basakaro
Country Biloma, National Secretary General of the Club of Nigeria, Lagos and Africa.
What do we call Adamu Faruna, which is local chapter of the Anyigba na Jukoloko.
What do we call John Aboyidi, which the national president of the club in Lagos, Nigeria.
Today, Mohammed Agbali, General Secretary, FCT chapter, now represent FCT coordinator.
Mela Nechaka, Odemi Tony Obata, coordinator Lagos chapter.
Odemi James Balaka, Omechi former Secretary General.
Immediate past.
Andrew, our present day, Omechi advisor, Abuja chapter.
Member, Anyigba chapter.
Omechi Tony Negedu, Abuja chapter, Nader by Raw Materials Research and Development Council, Abuja.
Adojo Abraham Samson, Anyigba chapter.
Odemishi Barrister Mohammed Tanko. I was a member at Abuja chapter. When I came here, I channel, but by and by, but thank God we are bringing back again. Or Kotuna Shukolo. I blame you.
Eba, Omishi, Omaye S. Joseph. Live member, I think I could share them way.
Omichi Elijah Opanachi, member Anyigba chapter.
Odemichi Danju Masani, Ajikolo by First Bank Makodi branch.
Odemichi Obaka Samuel Umar, Ajikolo by Nigerian Port Authority. Abokabo, Demiuchi. Lagos chapter.
Omichi James Alabia Jibode, Anyigba chapter.
Odumike Abdullahi Melix Mohammed Atai, Anyigba chapter. Eto joining.
Odemichi Aliyu Idris, National with Oshoni Bank, Abuja chapter member.
Odemiki Idris Mohammed, Lagos today. And Lagos. Usman.
Musa Suleiman Ejibo, Papala Kwe.
Omichi Tijan Meliga, Papala.
Omichi Philip Menyaga Atuluku, Natural Dangote, member of UFEDO Club, Lagos chapter. Megwanola Buchaka, Udumika Iziko Choli. I'm a businessman, soldier turned businessman, local year chapter.
Okay.
Omishoya Melix de Okomi Oleboy.
Omichi Engineer Hassan Obakade. Onugumi kakoma yung tongu mitini. Oleboy. Odomichi loko jamide.
Obi shogo ya chimubu. Gbe mi ode.
Obi Shaibu Ebiloma, Papala Koyi. Omi Musa Sule, James Abalaka de Boy.
Omi Amel Sholi. Bro, me come come me wa me electro officer anpa. Bro, me come here ma se wa un don ye mi mi ni.
Omi ki engineer ya JK Anyigba chapter.
Omi achege. Omi chi Onalo Sunday Wilfred. Omi chi engineer with the Ministry of Works. Lokoja Ida Ibaji Road there. Omichi Secretary Anyigba chapter mi anje. Okay. Okay. Megba me oliko Odumisha Tai Babs Opalua. Na chukolok by Radio France International and Omishi National Publicity Secretary and Omishi Chapter Secretary Lagos.
Kakini UFEDO ṣetẹ olúlé. Òṣèjẹ́rú kakini UFEDO ṣetẹ olúlé. Kùnàṣe balu kùnàṣẹ odú pa ẹ̀dọ̀ mi dú. Kùnàṣe balu kùnàṣẹ odú pa ẹ̀dọ̀ mi dú. Máyú ibè mi dú. Máyú ibè mi dú. Kújẹ́ UFEDO pa ẹ̀ bọ́. Kújẹ́ UFEDO pa ẹ̀ bọ́. Kínà yọgbà gbodú. Kínà yọgbà gbodú. Upamonedu. Kuna ngojewe bopa inu yoba ti woja negala. Kuna ngojewe bopa inu yoba ti woja negala. Kiku gomi. Kubo e. Tubo achaka. Lefodo ojo. Odoba. Ogbegbe lẹ́yìn lẹ́wà.
Àti ìtòlú ká jọ sí ẹlẹ́kẹ̀ẹ́sẹ̀ sáfà pẹ̀lú àyíká ìyàwó ìyàwó kọ́lá kàtẹ́ ìfínú pàtàkì àti ìfàmẹ́ ìfínú dẹ̀.
Omi. Obi Anyigba whether you Obi hello. What is the I asked him the use of
me kwachakadu ojegede yome speech mi ala na ho coin so me pa be nago ko ba me gbore Your Royal Highness President, the President of the Club of Nigeria, the coordinator of all chapters of the club, the President, member, Six Stars Club, Head President, distinguished members of the club, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I quote, perpetual optimism is a force multiplier. This was the battle cry of General Colin Powell, who led the armed forces of the United States of America in the mother of all battles during the Gulf War in 1991 in Iraq. I am encouraged to use this position in order to bring us into knowledge that love, the name this club have adopted to identify us among other social groupings, is a force that can only be propelled by one fuel called optimism. Forget that the general power of this world use the force at their disposal for destructive tendencies. Ladies and gentlemen, I should like to tell you this afternoon that by willingly identifying and coming behind this force in terms of appropriating our time, finances, and personal comfort, we have what I call a shared optimism. It is this recognition of this shared optimism that we have gathered this afternoon to rededicate and relaunch Anyigba chapter of the club, of our great club. Before I welcome all of you formally, I should like to say this: the holy book, from those of the original religion, Buddhism, Hinduism, etc., Islam, and Christianity, all have same nice things to say about love. As a Christian, permit me to quote continuously from the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4 to 7. It reads, "Love suffereth long and is kind. Love envieth not. Love vaunteth not itself. It's not, puffed up. It doeth not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not our own. Is not easily provoked, seeketh so no evil. Rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoice in truth. Beareth all things, believe all things, hope all things, endureth all things." Ladies and gentlemen, these are the credentials and the qualifying of force we have chosen to identify with. Having said much, I am delighted to welcome you all to this epoch-making occasion of eradicating and relaunch of Anyigba chapter, which has been in limbo for quite some time as a result of loss of focus by its member. I would not like to bore you with details of its inauguration and issues that led to that unfortunate situation, but suffice to say that recently some old members in conjunction with new ones got together to revive the chapter, and as they say, the rest is history. Permit me to welcome you, our esteemed visitor to Anyigba. By geographical positioning, the focal point and fulcrum of Igala Kingdom, you are welcome once more. Thank you very much.
National President for the club.
Maybe intermittently na then utade wo quite member me all out chaka maybe it's by accident, but it's coincident. The chapter in Baj Papala. The national president Papala. So that explains why we said Amamai Wakma celebrate the launch. After this, you heard a lot of people introducing themselves. Edomisha Botabalo. Todo akobi ka chujeju emichi by location the me and ucho weta wai. Ama oye judu ka che Anyigba the host yai to quote to borrow a word from him has been in limbo. See, but the gidai atubedo jota bale ka jemi ka relaunch Anyigba and dabalu kedala bicha do ile oba iwon aloke ehini gidai will be the beginning of a turnaround in this chapter. Onu gave me, I'm pleased. Can we turn on me? Revival take place. Ojo kije kaka Anyigba kwana iki ada bi kwana ngini king order be to be yani. And na ngate ne du gwa go do maku chapter chaka kumademi. Only ki gumere dadi. Our secretariat, national secretariat, agwoji no to in terms of financing. But we're promising that I'll do that it takes to make the chapter stand. Anyache. Support do kumetene by His grace. Anyadi support Leomen. Because Anyigba is supposed to be the rallying point. And look at the Kajevo Okamwa. Ali, to give an example, in Ketai, the club went round to make some donations. We went to Ochadamu, we went to Ika, we went to Tutulu, we went to Iyale Special School to make some Easter gift, charity gift to them. But before then, the secretariat cannot be in Lagos and be running this thing from there. So I invite you to call, I look, get these people ready, so Emani chapter, home chapter on ground, there is no way we can succeed as a secretariat because the Michi base here. So as you go to Jota Valley, the relaunch here take place in and Ojoki Je Kakini annual that to begin. And I believe in the God I serve that the Yenikidai will be the beginning of a new chapter. So ono muna do kunaka other than kuamechaka kumewala len ukokolidu kiduka kumeka as individual or as chapter kumedo to Anyigba kwane. Please make me hesitate kumechukokolilen to do many. United we stand, but divided I catch on men all kate yo jadinan. So me ba tonyola to look at Boba me all
and then for the national president we so only my father Africa na anya pay Tata Kobile and the doje de ki kwanyere tata ni chairman we ka ni Malam Adamu Forna Alaji Malam minyo Alaji Adamu Forna.
It was first of all a Malam before he became an Alaji. And after Alaji he became a Malam.
So Alaji Adamu Forna.
My national president, members of the national executive, the chapter coordinators here present, Amoma UFEDO member Ngoroga. You do Okolami Shaligara Nakai. I give your national president she highlight. Can Monica Shale, what can live carry? They can't be there. We the man. You do 9 key who be man, Mamma Bami Agbaku late. They will come to Bami Megba. You won't need the car, Kakini, I blame and I do it. Oka Ashon Tobalu Megba. Yeah, many don't they bong in the balita, you know, they can do at the Wabao Ming and now she Chum Puna to good old job, who do the day book, Madonna foundation members and national trustees. Omidio Lagos Igbo, apart from being former national auditor, Mamdushi Lagos chapter coordinator. Hello, de undaki bo kunachile for manu na Abuja. Uli Abuja le UFEDO achemu ya yanga eju won ko ti be lebi. To won go menu loko ya ke won le loko ya UFEDO won che won eju lele won ko tuma bi. Ikodu na unyi na nedu na UFEDO ko won na rumemi burozu bo abugba. Ewo go to do na bu
Ewobo so enwu edebom lele se kakini yuli Anyigba yoyi onbo na lo kakini na gbere amoma UFEDO mi otugbede megbale ibeka kuna enedu oka tete ise tiro ojo pe ka se meeting ni one pejorudu meeting atadatel orise ene du to oyego awugboke ayi ugboke lori yanwe ki ogele toge na Abuja ke ne kali ka kino ode UFEDO ke lia ewuyo ke akwa egun du werere ewogo inde akini aele nwa ono ene ajibuta ki uyo nki ishane ewogo ma dey meeting na wide but ogbo gaga te akini inene du kidubo e agbo meeting ni to where to mile tawa inene du ojile gbodu ma je jai ga ti Lagos yi eni we inene lu akini ena ogbonyu in ene du ogbonyu meeting ni eje ne ka ojo se un ki jo wa gaga iliko ka pe ola sha de da e ga ojo mene mene o kwa nege ohun wo gaga ale de so ge me da chana me gba we meeting ni mem de ne melu tete amen ma di meeting ejo meeting de ma ija wa ne melu tete wa jo ge ma ni ko na gbo na ni ona abo so inu yogban we jugbiti that meeting e ke wa yin ju e ka tete wa mada be di meeting ojo mu na e ka kin te look we ka tete won le ge be ke du won le ge be je ki we ka tete la lo meeting e ke awa ka ro yo se de ka wole ko manu e gogo ya mu de ki da ngo la gba me kini ko du ki meeting na lo gbegbe re e gogo to alege ogene ko yo se ayo yi obo ayaga do ka yo na du ki ma no e ka me na ko nyu eti ka ya aliola e ka isla ka e je amu na ja ra de oko e ja o tara ti gbe we se we go le ke di moto tu ye gbe le be ke we la ile ko la re e wo go so ko ma se yo wa me o yo se uwe ko ere ya ka kini ngini simiti ni e wo ko e lo le e je ne ka ene ko egbohun ile ti je ne ko egbohun mi ma pe itiyan ya je ne duko e ma gide meeting ya se nginu ago meta e lo ni alo ike o e wo ko UFEDO kida ngola che ke ni la du ki program un de ikwane ya de example we ko ga meet last meeting na Georgia Isaac ike ko ene ka ama omide do maka chapter coordinator kako meeting do mi alo ike ta ko mo riria e wogo te du ihanyo igare kide kata rule nwi ije un egbegbe yan awon are erere ya cha ni moda mune ogo papa itaka ama ajekiti ujenga o ma ya duwa ka kini ya anya waste ugbedo ojo ise so aki manika udago meeting ya gide iwon no ene katete to je mi aki aja kini me ki keju no ka kini budosi won ya di meeting ni dago
exactly
ene do each and every of us got member Anyigba chapter yi e wogo aduwe ka meeting ni dago na won e de do ajemoge ikoko jele ajo oṣù méjì oṣù mẹ́ta ani meeting loko ya ewo chapter coordinator o se abuse ololo try to set up his office ewo onwi honorable Ismaila office mi manyo Tom B ma de office mi wa erere ogene UFEDO yi ma no ja to abi like you my ta kola owo ola UFEDO li ade a every time we se meeting ge na je mu ide yi ererele ohun akaga kito ijeje akina je di meeting no hon aye ka yo chapter coordinator o yi radio alo chapter coordinator to yi radio ngwe gbo ka kini UFEDO meeting doge ne hala bungini ewogo anamuna wa kute meeting wa won regular de ewogo so ile ologun na se bu me kikedo ni budo zika tete budo sa se but ene du kide chapter e ki mu du te do ka kini omi aje meeting ni da gbogbe le ewo that national president aka ele to how do kida e mu du yin ni omi onugo ucho local chapter member na what your Anyigba chapter member ayo for all the obligations of members of Anyigba who pledge in na fulfill part every I saw a wiki equal because it needs more publicity. It needs more commitment. Anyigba should be able to control the kina, control the Julie, control the women. So all the like-minded members that me for Megba, they do le kwa you alo shumetai na the cover te ho baga Anyigba chapter ki jo gene 60,000 oyo gidu me chaka
kola wala chopoto
to meba Eniki Kolawai, chairman, Ujoe Kadea, the family that you want. Aluto Anaki Jalo, I let in the Kiwa coordinator Karna. The buying the wallet, check out him on the car, Mr. Abdul Audun. Mr. Abdul Audun, the coordinator, Kaduna chapter.
Hello.
Then alcohol kile domo adule. Alpha umana kubile
Ekpe
manya kubi megba e kidoba akati ni kasi ayo kakini ene du inora ya kanwa dudu Anyigba chapter ise le kukobi ole mada bi kwa ne si da ma keke ya tatara le tu ama gata tawa ele ti wane mene we ta ka we sa gene isini bo ma do ko isini bo ma ko ni la ko isini bo a ma ko ni o ma ni we la ka la ma lo le de e ka de hu mi de good thing chairman ujejo ane ikola kame kawa kidugbe ka ko jidama ka ki de ti do ba lo ya ni wa so a kibo ene du kinola ti aka kola gbedo kwane ene keka abeke do tunya diku abeke du tinyo account odu kene ke do tunya abeka du kene ke kale du ku en kire ki no bi wa ja nyowa ikun de megba Okay, megba ene ka te fi Kolawa igrejo akotari da kujo jeju chaka Lagos chapter nebe to ti general secretary akotari da jeju de club de o ma te fi Kolawa Mr. Andre Gloma e go da eba no ni
àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ mi ọ̀la ni ọ̀la mi dẹ́rẹ́ àmì chapter kìbọ̀ mẹ́nìkì mẹ́pì mẹ́rin ọdún sùkọ́lọ́ àmà oyè oṣù tó dúró Anyigba chapter ọ̀gẹ́nẹ̀kọ̀ ọmọ ya Alhaji Faruna Akayi egúnmẹ́ wọ́n ṣẹ́ mẹ́rin mi omi wọ́n káàkiri fún ọmọ di mẹ́mbà ayé mà kí àyìn ilé àmì àmà àgbọ́ àdó kò dúkà ní automatic I'm the member Anyigba chapter náà àmà ọkùnrin ajé wa mà ṣe kàkí ní chapter dúkẹ̀ líkì agbọ́gbányọ́ gbálẹ̀ ìṣe náà kìí mẹ́ni ejú tó wà dẹ̀ní pàkọ́ta yílẹ̀ yílẹ̀ máa láà gbogbo kétété máa yò lòkùn bàkẹ́tò dẹ̀ sípò organic Anyigba chapter there, from the word go, the work plan, vision of for the year. Check me who identify how to work towards it. My mom could yoga. Then I communicate with one member. So that I'm a member there, Mama Kini, yes, they are committed. I still remember I could call Lagos. And Alkiwa, who le two for the club, Mojida was million for the club, my read manifesto, and I don't, I'm not ten after my baby. What for the club? They did one program that Obo Adusaka Kamoyawa. And when I lily cook up, wife and I 2 minutes, he could for the club, let the data. And actually, we dedicated one weekend as a plan from, or I think it is about 7 years now. Or 8.
Around 2.
Yes. And only a program le on Jerry Lagos chapter. Senabada ye. Look at his strength here is heavy. Makwomo Tobo Abishaka we interact for you, o mi interact for you. Ajomo ko du gbogbo ani. Alo uno asia kola. E su fedo adun won le wa ita. E nke man ne ke duo ne. UFEDO kida de me and UFEDO awa de me by such programs. Moye mdudu ke buye ke abejo go kon li. Le oyin edonu kate si mu ya ye ko bi eni sa. To da on ke yan yo me. So chapter ke bo meneke me ko he wi. Anyigba chapter ugbo meneke ijeju ekute. Ekeji meneke ni vision en meneke sheki do medu me no do atene ki leyan ego gije we do bi ma gbe odu e ha na do bokin dago abodu adiga ma medu ba o mi se kigara ma don to do ma emi ma no mi bolo o bata se ho ko bo taku so obodun mi chaka like program about how many years back, printing of exercise books. You know, you still remember? Before you know it, we printed several thousands of exercise books. Come on, talk use. So and we like them Alkawa Angpa Kakwa Bangpa, Unika can only brought in members to Angpa. Ameneke Jemi may initiate community programs. Kayamuna Kamuna Amuna Yume I Shakasho Ebu Yadu Yodula Amuna Kedawa Mawa Abeki Yade Mesaka by. EMI is a viable ground for UFEDO to grow. So, I've made that the auto share me, Ibe me Pejakini, Abu UFEDO Ali, Yabobanyo Bata. Emma program Aleko Jolali. In our Russia, Kuetika Boka, why Mashi mean? When I call it, why Mashi mean? I still remember some members Carne. Lagos, UFEDO, where some invitations they gave us. And actually, my money car a full UFEDO club is the chairman. Occasion le. Meeting. Then meeting by any UFEDO chairman you. Men a hat na identify penele UFEDO ọjọ́ wọn àlẹ́ àjọ nínú wẹ́pẹ̀lú chairman ní ibẹ̀ wọn ẹ̀dú èhùkú ẹ̀kẹ́pẹ́ ọmọ tó dúró UFEDO ẹ̀yìn ajẹ́ nínú onúkò láàdù rẹ̀ mẹ́tọ̀ ẹni ìtọ̀ mi àdùnnú àìmáyú ẹni inú mi àdùnnú àìmáyú ẹni inú mi àdùnnú àìmáyú ọkọ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ gbé 100 dùnmọ́ alúmẹ̀ without sweat ọjọ́ kì á lọ bọ́ àdó àkótọ́ bíbélì àbódè UFEDO club gbodú kẹlẹ́fẹ́ Lagos ayọ̀ ẹ̀dọ́ àìṣẹ̀kàdánà ẹ̀dọ́ pátá màmá mi torí ayé ẹ̀pọ̀ ọ̀kì lójú balẹ̀ ẹ̀nà àgbótá kẹwàá ìmáṣòfógò lè á ṣe nígbà kẹ́gẹ́ àpamọ́ yìí ẹ̀kì sí kìtà lè pè ọlọ́dẹ̀ rẹ̀ tó mẹ́gbà after káyọ̀ lẹ́ṣin ká ní mítìnà mú náà ẹni ìnà àtẹ̀ ìkúté ẹni ìnà wà tẹ̀ ìkóhùn dé hù ẹni ìnà wà tẹ̀ ìkóhùn dé hù so àmì chapter ti bọ̀ mẹ́nìkì initiate program alẹ́gẹ̀ ìṣe ní ní kò cap ugbo a ụmụ asị ka mi chapter Abuja beboro tanu happy hour ṣe ahadede ka yọ ọla now one mayor one editor from one newspaper abeki one other president igala person ahadede le ajo happy hour wẹ́n mi mẹ́nẹ̀ kí a sponsor mi ọla ẹsẹ̀ bọ́ ẹ̀dọ̀ ẹsẹ̀ bọ́ ẹ̀jì dadi after ilẹ̀ ṣaka wẹ́n na bọ́lẹ̀ de dẹ́ kí o máa tẹ̀ kó o dé òyọ́ yìí through that àṣẹ nàmú nà ẹ̀kútẹ́ and we have also maybe groupings that by your can we send our minutes to your email address to your box and the date of next meeting before you know ibojo meta baki phone yan yoru for the club meeting at our clubhouse ele me mama ge na clubhouse na me ogbe keju ni omemela yawo estate la ni oduke omo eyo ni eso ma fere ogbo ke dashi domo elolu e ke mi oduke teni ele omo clubhouse ya de UFEDO club so na agu bi mebi kakini
tono mara member lele
manyo bo aduwi and I initiate kini keji abo so that the next meeting can imudẹun kí a jẹun wa kí hall kí gbé gbáà ní akákinẹ wa ayà tẹ́lẹ̀ ṣe within a twinkling of an eye àwọn realize me ọjọ́ kí dúgbò mẹ́ṣáká.
ọ̀la ògbẹ́dọ̀ parí ìjọ ní àdúgbò ẹni ló
Yes. Meola Nechaka. Ode Michi Tony Obaka. I'm the chapter coordinator Lagos. Tubele Mechaka and Edomiche Bo to do Dokajuane. Dokajuane is to do UFEDO club. And at Lagos to them UFEDO club and in Kamalu and the Kenyan since in Keletan and Beni Adon because of program ka Tomune Kajachi Eli ikem come UFEDO club go to head here any ka gba na che ma UFEDO club don àti le ka gbe nleyan ne ha ba ngbe mi ma wa ki ipo to head here ma that egbadug ma do dem UFEDO club ina tunumola ma na wa ma na che ma tupechi UFEDO club ami chapter akibochaka machi they active. But there are a few things, small things. It's again, my own advice and letter. It's any Lagos chapter, China about 3-4 years back. I want to sell that dummy to chapter, other chapters, or chapter to relaunch today.
and that is the insurance, group insurance scheme. Please, Lagos chapter, today, any group insurance scheme for the members. The sum assured is 2 million. At the point, in case a member will die, that 2 million naira will, it is not much, but it's a starting point. We say it's a starting point because in case a member dies, early or more any UFEDO club in Lagos insurance is a group insurance. Anyigba, the person might make no come but odu club wa chenyate ifujemle. Olana kaje kakini ogbo achaka kadi Lagos chi member we know chenabo madon many religion e maje kuma tevu insurance. Ichenabe kidomo personal conviction in my many multiplication, but the few of us Martin they are committed to it. Please, I want other chapters to buy into it. Member Institute in your own place buy into our Lagos chapter because as any member in Lokoja who is committed to it and is paying his yearly premium into that scheme. It and when you were there, Anyigba Nekechetan, bring your name to Lagos chapter. You will be all we need is your age. We will tell they will advise you on Onuki premium to pay. The sum assured of Okokaka is 2 million. My annual premium is not up to 20,000. By the grace of God, 20,000 indicate to me in a year. I want all of us to buy into it. And January 20,000, I'm going up to 50 years old. How long do you think now 50,000 can complete 2 million? Maybe in another 10, how many years? 50 years. Will I last up to 50 years?
No,
I don't want that. What I'm trying to say is, what you are paying, you will not pay up to the sum assured I insure. The benefit, though you will not live to see the benefit anyway, but it is something you are keeping for your people, your children. So that is one of the things I would like all chapters to buy into. Mema Negeche on your own, give us your name in Lagos. We'll put you and they will advise you on what your premium will be. Lagos chapter initiated that about 4 years ago. Egbadukewa, you can still start your own. Mark Chanera from the time we started. So please, Menago. And we can channel in Ali Joy. There are a lot of other members, Kumama before now, but this gathering have Ikejemi or some Amunewe Mame, and no little logo Joy. Alaji Yabami. Uleta Buja Magbami, who go to Kula, Jolly and Baby Joy, Magbami, so Megba, it issue Kaduna, we call Kaduna on phone. I'll give you an instance. We call Kaduna person on phone. We were to go attend a wedding in Kaduna, but I had something. I was to take those people from Lagos to Kaduna for a wedding, but we couldn't make it. We called the Kaduna chapter coordinator. Please represent us there. And he was there during the engagement. He was there with other members during the wedding. That is what UFEDO Club is all about. If Lagos chapter need program in Anyigba today, Akakini, please, Anikewan, you are also you are also members of UFEDO Club. You will represent us, and UFEDO Club would have been represented. That is how it works. It is not easy. Commitment is full. UFEDO Club is not easy. Each of them will do on the edo ekwane machem woman ama abedu kojo de doma please me dodoma kwane kumechi, and we'll go places and we'll create a name. Umbokale Ochadamu Iyale Otutulo and Ika. If you were there, I wish all of us were able to make that trip. You will see yourself that you have impacted positively on human beings. One thing again, my national president, Ugo Kajole, if you are there, you easily identify the needs of these people. It is not food only. Ko UFEDO Club, bring it to us. They need it. Africa, we'll take it to Tutulu. You see those children, they were all naked. If they have it, they will be very happy. How much will it cost us? 10,000 and if it gets there, it will do a lot of wonders in their life. Mewa, this is a short encounter. Thank you very much.
Sorry, 2 seconds, never, I'm not talking as national president again, but I'm talking in my capacity as John Aboyedu. Member, Lagos chapter. Adam Faruna, I will be much capable of more. Classmates, I think they support. In a Takando Japan. So every kakachaka kini Anyigba do pe Dagota. Even boka je mi o me ma ra ma je mi le. Ma no wa mora go. Ije mi ate ne ku support un. Amande al ko ha ko banki. O me aka se tu pe ko se ka ti se ayi. But before I make my donation, all our publicity can't go. But all our book can link it each young can commit personally. Because only gave me back. Especially when we went to Tutu, I was touched. Inomak Madunga, that is 19 years old, in a congenital blindness from birth, and is mentally retarded. But then the table when the proprietor told us that the boy is 19 years old, from a woman. There was another story again of Ochadam that 200 naira caters for 10 people's breakfast.
For 10 days.
At 20 naira.
For 10 days.
So the point I'm trying to make is that we mustn't have plenty money. Olugemi is between me and my God. I've personally committed that I will have to be sending something, even if it's 5,000 monthly, for their upkeep. And le ukpo kene ko Tony ka egbenye ogbonye kola wuna ka yi pupo ka manyi gen abi otutulu abo Ochadam because of stigma akma ogama ki opa mama ike dabi tubo mako gen. There was a man we met and he said it from Odogbeaga.
He's been there since
1959. Although that there was exactly 50 years. He was there before independence. Abela mama kiok majomo tenola majoma procreate.
You know the way.
Man on, man lere otohi. So those things that you think are not useful to you, we can gather them together, dry clean them, and donate to them, to Jamkate. Because we're doing in Iba, it's not because of Upayo Kenan, it's His mercy and grace. So it is good to give back to society. But I think a word is enough for the wise. So now that they support that environment, how come this 60 you need to call a banking? Now the 50,000 never in
Let me see you.
Anything for like that, I just coordinate.
I don't make it Pabiano wallet. Who are the youth to go national president? Ekeni Madon ki John Abu Oyeyi. Maja kini president. Ekeni Kale. Maja ki phone ki akpo. John national president mi phone do po pa me. Ne kini no yo ki nwa. Ma bu text message ka. Kubo un ha yin get text message when he reply. Say na mi text Nigeria I had text him. But I should be doing akadi Kaduna national me 30 ashaye. That is President Adoaki Amatago Oshobu. Because people I remember Meji Kibokomi in a Udu Makachi. Amakwa so Baka Abasha Kini Boduka wa the minimum can 90% presentation. Ajoy Obidemi Bekojo Itamana Wadeni Nasiru Onukunka town le kuso ira le to ayane aminupe but onukunwela no go je ka hinupe ba ene gbadu ka shi meeting UFEDO imada korowanin so by extension onukunwela no go shi member of UFEDO she so entaki Nasiru Mademi ona mentale amademi but ashugbedeme because Upayu ko national president aduwa oyi test le ki asen rumi egbadu le amaye ka Upayu ka nedo ka kwane ka cheun ye wa ka kwane to ma ke ichime is a matter for three of us to coordinate ka move ka wa ijibere a se edu madoa oya sha te kwa atitawa but then kishi ka chale ka kini I think ka do ni gokibo akini you can only increase love by showing love. So I check ka je tale amanu fedo polan ibum den ka join one so abodu can invite you acha ka ma join fedo club no ala akini me na akreboa ngba ayi ojo ayi gba mala da ka akini meeting fedo club atini chi me mda de dia but by extension ma neti so bogi bo machine before mo ale ma feel me so te ko yo je bubu ta ko do ita pa membership kwa nana amen. Odaba me male ina ndu me aki machi ka anu go machi ni but ikai ka lo iketai ikele ene ki wa pomene hu ma agbadu ko yibo kai ene le akola ki receive adu yi general because yeni election gala ku go my no ebi that abu malaysia no ga ma just at kai. That is because Mashobata o jeun o ma je oga ma ka ki oni ki e kele shogu oga eta ka le ne ai that is amu jeun ma ko ma le anomene ho nu go dago to ama da ba ko explain in book are le the beer a tribe many gala state of origin ma ke aki kogi amene ma yi ka that is what they do so they believe that Amanugo Shigala Mashi. And all his response, Odunki Benjamin Ko, all his response in Edu Kenehu. Igala Chakai Kai. Omenehu, yes. Aju Spencer Dibuishi. Sere Kulu Ake, I will no shall I do any Benjamin. Aju Spencer Eshide any So driver ki we go for any eleka ki hu any only ma ki ile. Meanwhile, every driver le kale. Eleka ki hu ki do hi. Igbe gala yon nde. Eleka ki hu ene only ma ki ile. So driver modu malu. From then on, igala la ko nkachaka till the end. But then ki gbadu responded. But then ki awa was that ika kamene hujo mo eleti ka ayo kepoda gbugbe amenefule, you would think that you are in Europe. But more to do like in your money. Say pick up or machine. Alani local government. Madoki and local government. Which by the grace of God, they are the local government. We want some of the highest allocation of Oja Nekogi. But very unfortunately, just to grade this road, even in every 3 months, Abu Aniki Chin. So enwi ide ehun ka du fedoi ka do togba ya gbiti but I try ka go te do local government ka aligbo ki boy eliunye mi ke local akwa che te do aliam ki local government achi gbo ki bo so aleke wa mi ndojoji that means UFEDO o madomoni je UFEDO dugbo certainly problem will reduce. So Megba Anyigba chapter by the grace of God in Nenkojo shi Anyigba can do man ba. Right from the beginning. So one ka mi akin be sa Oja Negala ta kuku ka ko le mi. Yes. I'm buying that ayo. So the largest concentration of human resource can Oja Negala my Anyigba ayo, the academics are here. The administrators are here. They are training people here. So amune awodemi makubo mune machikole mi so automatically adupe ka ma kini resource ka Anyigba na ayo ngbodu ne Oja Negala again. But so check Anyigba chapter solidify that means Oja Negala opa hine. So make your job Anyigba agene the president ka high occasion do ki da Negala metra many program ka ta cha dabala ma ayo ma che ugbo ma kolo ngbo ma ki ashi omo ma kolo. So that was you ya you ale dole jolo me la do komo so ga ne ke jo you ka try you ka check du pe ka she so but abu agma datele local government chairman so ne ga ma sha gbola yan ni fa ibe mi there because for example we got the Regional Summit you ma sha odo do it Eliman mama ka she in odo ko miss mama tan. But now local government by win award chairman mari domo ki agba chairman masha domo kuma agba award man which is very painful. That means when you marry education domo and the area development domo. So when nothing kind nutshell is that akajui ame me dan Anyigba chapter to call dogba me Rotary Club me bodu ini alkishana ede started from somebody's parlor. From neighbors. Rotary Club Lemon International are here to the extent that Rotary Club shall seat in the United Nations. That is the only NGO can seat in United Nations. And is recognized as one of the most accountable organizations in the world. But community service, I mean 5 wheelchairs from Akwa Yellow International 8. We just bought it for 225. I mean, a lookola or yellow, unimoto na kunywan, kadna mom cookwe. But a book magbushia iba, or your magby, when you get pay, you are Omiakoa. Because they will be celebrating as if their life has been restored. That's what happened to her. So, this same thing we can do it. So, may try to do Kakwane. May try. Test can power of information is very serious. I try, can I use power of cash color? I mean, journalists, my day work, my game, my chatekoa. So, again, online, Kakukai. Then I need to talk you will tone that go batane. It's your call waiting. Let the chapter give you 5,000. Yeah. Can you choke? Then they keep projecting, can do a paper, can do NTA. So I can't go at you, but I can't hear you. I can't hear you. That's your bobo. 1999 in Nigeria, man nike dodge Lubodu Madoke that you mind power of information. So Olakune Nakade Ama Makav Nayaka Ibumi Ajiwan, our Kaduna chapter. Ayasha te Anyigba by 10,000.
Okay.
Remember, anything I call our national PRO.
But I want to nothing call a rape based on the coordinator in chapter any moment from now, and I'm going to do my call a goodwill message, very, very important. So we are going to donate and we Anyigba chapter by program party meaning amata ku donate na men work nothing ka ojile nwadami amore che wo umorogume but nothing ka pay alenef. So one of the basic things we need as an organization now, one of the basic things we need as an organization now is commitment. Just like the Kaduna coordinator has said, Rotary International is started from somebody who has no children, who had not a single child. Him and his wife decided to come up with an organization, and today the organization is in 161 countries. And just as he said, it's well developed and is in every nook and cranny of the world. What is responsible for that? Commitment. So even at our own chapter in Lagos, commitment remains a problem. Generally with Africans, we're not committed to time, we're not committed to resources, we're not committed to anything. But this thing is worth doing. If something is worth doing, then it should be worth doing well. So we should put 100% commitment to whatever we want to do. If it's this Anyigba chapter we want to survive, there should be 100% commitment. Meeting, money program, do or project and everything. You have to forsake others to be there. Because from my 15 years in Rotary International, I discovered that commitment was what was driving the whole organization. And you become committed to MQ organization stand for. Any organization stand for. Any organization that stands for catering to the needs of people will continue to survive because Adua Kamunachi is overflowing. So you have to keep getting more and more committed. And then the next thing, even Rotary at a point, as at 2002, when I was the president, Rotary discovered that and the members there was a serious membership decline worldwide, and the president launched a 4-strategy point. One of the major ones was aggressive membership drive. There is need, because of economic crisis, world crisis and everything, I'm going to fall back. So UFEDO club that is experiencing a decline in membership is not only the organization in the world. Even Rotary was experiencing at a point in time, but they came up with a strategy, a 4-point strategy. One of the 4 points was membership, aggressive membership drive. So each and every one of us, particularly Anyigba branch, should go into membership, aggressive membership drive. Where can Lagos, Kaduna, Port Harcourt, and Nikakito, Onoma Anyigba, UFEDO club, Eddie Bank, Eddie Church, some people will just come to you and say, we want you to be our friend. How come you are like this? You tell them that, look, John UFEDO club, so it's just like evangelism. You go out in your office, among students, in the banks, everywhere, you should be able to evangelize. And evangelism over the club is so easy that and there is nobody so we should be able to evangelize easily that John UFEDO club Anyigba, with the number of the level of human resources UFEDO club Anyigba should not lack human resources at all. Apart from the university to the schools to organizations, companies, banks, there is no reason why we should not have representatives of all the banks in Anyigba in UFEDO club. Because UFEDO club now should be the defining standard of socialization in Anyigba. And one thing that is linked to aggressive membership drive is the grooming of Generation Next. Because Rotary discovered that that's why Rotary established Interact Club and Rotaract Club. where I'm mamaji interact. And I interact, and I interact, and I interact, and I rotary. And that is why over the years, the conversation continues to grow. A lot of our UFEDO clubs in Nigeria are joined any generation next drive, in the sense that most of our members are people of the same age grade. There's need to invest in the next generation, the younger generation. I beg Maduku University, Polytechnic, Mahali Nukola Wale, Maleke reduce Male. We need to go and evangelize to them, bring them in, let them understudy the elders. As you get busy, as you grow old, those ones will now take over. There will come a point in time that most of these projects can actually, some of us will not be able to do it again because of engagements. You'll be able to send the younger generation. And there will be grooming others. So we need to come up with a strategy for grooming Abune. Most of the young workers in banks and organizations, they are within the age of 20 to 30. There is nothing stopping us from recruiting them. UFEDO Club is not a secret society. So we should be able to easily get these young ones into us. And check I want a program, Anyigba chapter. We should put into consideration, secondary schools, Anyigba. University, Anyigba. We should also put into consideration, we should organize projects, programs that, let's say, career talk. So that any secondary school is strict, I think the course they choose. The area can they choose course they can be secondary school. UFEDO Club ka madam ni ama akola ama akini course kama choose there. Akomudu lawyer gini ya cheki John UFEDO Club. Enke che o makidi form 1 ya gbenyo. Check as notebook. Check as career talk. So some of these things will go a long way in ensuring the sustainability of Anyigba chapter and any other chapter as a whole. Then finally, from my own office as a publicity secretary, I've discovered that we have done so much as a club, but we don't blow our trumpets. Over the years, we do our things ourselves, and we believe that the world knows. Even Rotary came to a point and discovered that public relations is the key to the future. So they came up with public relation kits, Macbeth, to all the club presidents and club leaders that make sure you follow these strategies. This current ESCO is bent on institutionalizing those strategies. And part of the strategy is that organization meeting or happy hour or me Magoro. One Nigeria. You should be able to invite pressmen. I came into Anyigba on Thursday and was able to get somebody from NT Anyigba who covered all our activities. There is Radio Kogi in Anyigba. So she met meeting me okay. Check as Mike meeting him, meeting me. Et all my journalists met dokia New Power. Ichenki domo ki New Mele. Il est office qui anako imuru yosi. Il y a yani UFEDO Club juwoka ma kinia mabe abeji Anyigba. Lukadu mechele imrute in a lighter mood and people will not get to that there was something like this somewhere. So there is need to cultivate the relationship of the press. Thank God you are in a town where television and radio is ably represented. Graphic has a correspondent in Anyigba. There is no reason why these three organizations should not be present in any of your activities. In Guinea, there's nobody from the press. And it is an anomaly. We need to correct that. So of course, as I'm here, we're going to represent it in the national press. Part of the things I'm going to donate is that activity I will try within my possible best to capture it in the national press. The only condition is that I may send me email that we will have a way of developing it and we'll put it in the papers. I work with an international radio station, but service can in Nigeria she Hausa by French. So we can remember make a number. So I do much do editorial Hausa on one interview on Radio France International. Then I contact with other papers. I develop into press release and I send me because Anyigba chapter there in the press. National Secretariat there in the press, man, because UFEDO Club is UFEDO Club. So the activities of all chapters should be sent to me so that I can properly extend it and project it to the whole world. So it didn't be coordinators, Madam Shakado there. want to get in touch with each and every one of you. And then also, we have established UFEDO Yahoo group. All the members of UFEDO club in this 21st century should have an email address. UFEDO club is going international. And we cannot go international. Well, that is not a sort of motivation talk from me. The fact is that we have our members in Asia now. We have a member in US, in American continent, and we have a member in Europe. Now, how do we reach out to these people? It is by conveying our activities to them that they will be gingered to believe that they still belong to the group, and they can also establish a group there. Our former national president is in Dubai today, that is Asia. With the kind of person he is, if we relate more activities to him, he'll be able to get in touch with other Igalas in Dubai there, and there will be a UFEDO club in Dubai. Now, there will be a general meeting in Dubai that many of us will be able to be invited to go to Dubai. That is how an international organization starts. But we need to key into the current trend, which is information technology. We need to have an email address. You send it to us. We add it to the Yahoo group. I remember David Okeme is a member of the Yahoo group. And do happen. You relate to one. I relate to whom. So all of us must make it a point of duty. This 2009 we should have an email address so that we hook up to the Yahoo group, and every activity done by this secretariat, by any chapter, will be related to each and every one of us. There will even be an opportunity for project input. There will be an opportunity for project conceptualization before implementation for all the members. So it is something that we really need to work on. Every club, every chapter should have an email address, and every member should have an email address. The final thing, Natinika, is that. Should I continue? Go ahead. Okay. Is the issue of Amarido or UFEDO amongst us. Welfare. They cannot be loved when there is no welfare. Can we member club it will not be possible. Can now continue to remain committed to that club. Now each club the less privileged member it will not augur well for the club. So we need to set out dates. We need to have the birth dates of each member. We need to cultivate membership. How do we cultivate membership? We need to celebrate it with you as a club. Ceremony, everything. The club should be able to rejoice with you. The time of you rejoice with those who rejoice and you mourn with those who mourn. All this will go a long way in even proving to people that a lot of people decided to join for the club as a result of the burial of Paul Ibrahim, our late General Secretary. So that is what each chapter here should be involved in. But directly tied to the issue of welfare is the payment of dues. No organization survives without the payment of dues. UFEDO club as an organization needs kobo as monthly dues to survive. You discover that we can sit down fully and we spend 2,000, 3,000 on OMIE more. Reduce or 500, the 1,000. That is not supposed to be encouraged. So we should ensure that we pay our dues, because I can reduce. That is how it will come back to you. It's not the issue of retire offering. Can reduce away. So it's a symbiotic relationship. My prayers remain with Anyigba chapter, and I will always remain available to render any service to Anyigba chapter. Bye bye.